Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. The William Pace Show, asking the questions you want to ask, getting the answers everyone wants to know. It's a new season of the William Pace Show. We're raising the bar with more commitment to educate, inform, encourage, inspire, empower, and help you have your best life. Everyone deserves to have their best life. I'm just staying the course. Here we go.
Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. My guest is Sissy Seibel from the Special Wish Foundation. As you know, we always start the show out by reading letters from the viewers, and I really, really love this part of the show.
To write to the William Pace Show, email us at williampaceshow@aol.com. If your email is chosen to be read on the air, you'll receive a gift from the William Pace Show. Email us at williampaceshow@aol.com.
Tonight's letter comes from Joyce Grant of Dayton, Ohio. She says, "Dear William, I just love your operatic singing. Please sing more operatic arias on your show. You are a multi-talented young man. The home visit segment part of your show is my favorite. Your visits to the elderly shut-ins is such a humanitarian gesture on behalf of your show. I look forward to more of your operatic singing. Sincerely, Joyce Grant." Well, thank you very much, Joyce, for writing, and we're going to send you a box of Esther Price Fine Chocolates. There's more to come on the William Pace Show. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Hello, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. My guest is Sissy Seibel from a Special Wish Foundation. Thank you so much for coming on today. I know you got a big day, you got a lot going on.
Yes, today we do. We actually have a couple of events going on, our annual picnic for our children, and we combine that with another group called the Young Heroes, and that's out at Right Pat today. And then we also have a big motorcycle run. Our largest fundraiser of the year is done. It's a poker run, which actually raises about $8,000 a year for our children.
Wow, that's tremendous.
Terrific, yeah, just
that's
terrific.
Tremendous. So tell me, the Special Wish Foundation really originally started in Columbus, Ohio.
It was started by a hospice volunteer who found out that children who were terminally ill didn't really have anything in those days. This was in the early 80s. And so she ran across a child who really just wanted to go to Disney World desperately, named Amber. And she started knocking on doors and asking for money, and that's how Special Wish began in Columbus. A gentleman who was a Dayton policeman named Dave Lance read about it in the newspaper and thought, gee, there must be something I can do to help, and it turned out he made a call to the woman in Columbus, and the woman in Columbus said, yeah, you can help. I have a child in Dayton. So that's how we began with the Dayton chapter in 1983.
So really, the first chapter started in Columbus, and then the second chapter started in Dayton then.
Instead, it started in Dayton, and our national headquarters are still in Columbus, and we are still the first chapter ever started.
Wow, phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Dayton is the largest
We are the largest
chapter across
across
the country.
Across the country, yes.
Why do you think, I know why that is, but why do you think that is?
I bet we share the same thing on that. It's because people in this county actually incredibly care about children.
Absolutely.
And each other.
Absolutely. And there's something special about Dayton.
There is
and
something
the people,
special.
You know?
People ask us all the time, how are you able to do that many wishes? I mean, who do you go to? Who's your corporate sponsors? And we say, everybody. Anybody who reads about Special Wish, we'll suddenly get some call or a check in the mail from someone we didn't even know who says, please apply this to a child. Yeah, we're very lucky.
You know, and it starts with just one person. You see, that's them. Sometimes people, they take for granted their own power. You know, one person can just, like this man that started the Wish Foundation 8 years ago, started with just one man. Who had an idea.
Had an idea. Actually ran it out of his basement. Started asking other people, can you help me, can you help me? I have people on my board who've been with us from the very beginning. And they're still doing the same thing they did in the beginning. They're out working very hard to make sure that any child who comes to us gets a wish, and we've never turned one away.
Tell me about the gentleman that started the foundation 8 years ago. Was this an employed man that was working for hospice, was it?
Actually, here in Dayton, the person who started it was a Dayton city policeman. And his name was Dave Lance. He still serves on my board as our Wish chairperson. Dave read about it, just had a new baby himself, was very touched, and asked if he could help, and that's really what started it here. And they actually just knocked on doors and went to friends' places, and the first wish that was ever done in December of 1983 was done by a group, donors, from Bill's Donut Shop in Centerville. They stepped forward, read about it, they were explained what happened, and they came forward with the money. And you know, they still have a little wishing well box on their registry at Bill's Donut Shop where people still put money in 16 years later, and they still are continuing to do wishes. And they, in fact, did our 600th wish this past year.
Now, how long have you been with the foundation?
I've actually been there about 6 months.
6 months.
Fell in love, and actually came from another city, fell in love with this foundation, and very happy to be here.
What are the things that you like the most every day that you go in? You know, there's like rewards for what you do.
You know, some people look at this as, oh gosh, how can you do it? And we say, oh, how could you not? What a wonderful place to be. These are families who really every day get up and face challenges we'll never see in our families. And yet every day they come in with a smile and they're happy, and the children are so excited to get something special just for them. And every day is wonderful. We don't say terminal. We never say terminal. Someone much bigger than us makes that decision. We say life-threatening. And many of our children go into remission. Very blessed.
Wonderful. You serve several counties: Montgomery County,
Mercer, Miami, Greene, Dark, and Shelby. It's a big area. Big area.
Now, do you travel to all those counties?
We do. We have groups in almost every county that put on fundraisers for us or for children in their area. And it's all during the year. It begins in January and runs all the way through the end of December, where groups will step forward. We have everything from Girl Scout troops who put on a spaghetti dinner or a bake sale and then send the money, to large corporations or United Way dollars that come our way. All of it, 90 cents of every dollar, goes back to our children. We only have 2 staff people, and the rest are volunteers.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're always looking for volunteers.
Great. I want to ask you, the ages of the people that you serve range from infancy right up to age 20.
Yes, and we are the only wish organization that does that. Everyone else begins at 3 and they stop at 16 or 17. Miami Valley has a pretty high incident of teenage leukemia. These are children who've been well and healthy all their lives. In some cases, right now we have one who's an athlete who was suddenly diagnosed with teenage leukemia. If you don't give them a wish, what have you taken from them? We don't think that's what Miami County does with their children. They just don't. And neither does Montgomery or any of the counties that we deal with. So we make sure that these children have the option for a wish. Sometimes for them, instead of visiting Disney World and Mickey Mouse, it's a computer, but it sounds fine to us. Whatever it is they need.
Would you say what's the biggest request coming from what age? Is there a particular age, like maybe 5, 4 to 16? What's that?
Somewhere between 3 and 10, it's Disney World. They really want to go to Disney World. And if I can tell you a little bit about it, instead of the Disney World that we may well think they go to a wonderful place called Give Kids the World, which was started by...
Give Kids the World.
It was started by a Holocaust survivor. And he felt that children who had a life-threatening disorder should have a special place to come, a place where when they walk out the front door of their room or their condominium, they see children who look just like them. Maybe they're bald, maybe they're in wheelchairs, maybe they're handicapped, severely handicapped. So that's what Give Kids the World is. And Disney characters come and knock on the door every morning, wake them up, take them, all the meals are included, all the transportation is included. They never, ever, once their wish begins, ever have to reach into their pocket for anything.
Wonderful. More conversation with Sissy Seibo when we return. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Hello, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. We're back talking with Sissy Seibo from the Special Wish Foundation. We were talking before we went to break about the Give Kids the World at Disney World. Tell us more about that program.
As I said, Give Kids the World was begun in 1882 by a Holocaust survivor who felt a real need to give back to children because he was a child during the Holocaust and spent a lot of time in concentration camps. Felt like he needed to give something back. And boy, has he ever. Give Kids the World is a huge complex where the children will be taken care of from the moment they arrive in Orlando until the time they get back on the plane to return to Dayton area. Everything is taken care of. As I said, characters come and wake up in the morning. They wake them up by knocking on the door and inviting them to breakfast. Can you imagine if you're a child that's 5 and all you've ever wanted to see is Aladdin or The Little Mermaid, and they come and wake you up and take you to breakfast? It's a dream come true for these children.
Wow.
And then they have a special badge that says Give Kids the World, and when they go to Disney World that day, they're rather than stand in line for a couple hours for a ride, they're taken to the appropriate place. When they go to Planet Hollywood, they have special seating, and the characters come and visit them at the table. It is a dream come true, which is exactly what these children had asked for, was something special just for them, and it is very special for them.
Let's talk about the criteria for children. They have to be a life-threatening position.
A life-threatening illness. We say life-threatening disorder, and we never say terminal. Again, that's not our call. But Actually, paperwork is filled out by the parents with their 3 wishes. Paperwork is sent to their physician. Physician says yes, they can travel, or no, they can't travel, and they can have a different wish. But yes, it is a life-threatening disorder, or yes, disorder.
But many of the kids have been blessed because they've been able to somehow get better.
Absolutely. That's the best news for us.
They...
and that's not a criteria. In fact, we're delighted when we hear they went into remission. In fact, this year is the first special wish child that we have that's getting married.
Really?
So, as I said, terminal is never our call. This was a child who really maybe shouldn't have made it, but someone else blessed him even more, and he's now getting married. So we're very thrilled about that.
That's a success story.
That is a success story.
Let's talk about the funding, the money that you take. I think, is it 90% of it is spent back on the children?
Absolutely.
90%.
Absolutely. We only have 2 full-time people. The rest are volunteers. And we are blessed, truly blessed, in this community with groups who step forward and say, we'd like to do a tennis tournament or a golf tournament. Or we have 2 wonderful groups who do motorcycle poker runs for us. We say, if you scratch away the leather and the tattoos, underneath there's hearts of gold on these guys. And nobody treats our children better than these people do. They're wonderful, wonderful. In fact, they have a limousine that picks up the child, brings them to the event, and they make a very special ceremony for the child. It's a dream come true.
Tell me about you say you have a motorcycle group. I want to hear more about that, because generally you don't think of motorcycle people getting involved.
Absolutely. But they've been with us. In fact, this group that actually is doing it on the 21st of August has raised almost $30,000 for our children.
$30,000.
That's the largest amount ever done by any group in the state of Ohio for a Special Wish child. So we couldn't say enough about them. What did your mama say? Don't judge a book by its cover. Well, underneath here, these are guys who work all year long to raise dollars to make sure that our child goes off. And I have a 2-year-old child who's going to Disney World named Carson as a result of this motorcycle run.
Wow.
And in addition to that, out of $8,000, they also do additional children each year. They may focus on 1, but they send more than that. I'd say 12 so far they've sent.
Let's talk about your board of directors, which is an all-volunteer board.
All volunteer.
How many do you have on the board?
We have 12 members of our board. In fact, we have four board members who have actually been with us since the beginning. They actually started it, and they're still on our board. They still are as active as they ever were. I have one board member who has retired and spends most of his time in Florida, but comes up every year for the summer, and he personally pulls all of our floats and all of the parades. You can't get better than that, can you? No.
So your board doesn't meet monthly then?
It meets monthly. And they follow very severe bylaws as to how wishes are taken care of. Their goal is always to grant the first wish of a child. They have 3 that they choose, and we always say, be careful about how you choose and put your first one down. We've had them grant wishes for not only Disney World, but for computers or a desk. We have a little boy at the end of August who, his wish was to play golf with Tiger Woods. And he will be in Akron at the Firestone Country Club playing golf, a round of golf with Tiger Woods on the 26th of August.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about you are a 501c3.
Yes.
Nonprofit organization.
Absolutely.
And so every dollar that's given to you can go to be a tax deduction for people.
Absolutely. And in fact, we have many people who give us gifts in kind. And what we do is then we'll turn around and ask them, whatever value it is that you put to it, be sure that you let us know so we can send you a letter for your tax purposes.
That's great. And folks, I'd like to make a request of you. I'd like for you to consider sending a contribution to the Special Wish Foundation. I generally don't endorse too many things, but I really believe in the work that they're doing in our community, and they need your support. And to give us an address where they can send their contributions.
We're on the campus of Children's Hospital right here in Dayton, Ohio.
And I want to talk about my little buddy here that Sissy bought here. Tell us a little bit about him before we go.
Well, each of our children get a special wish bear. This is delivered to their house along with their wish. And most of the children find it very, very comforting to have that bear no matter what age they are. Even the teenagers might put it on the shelf, but they know what it represents. And we'd like to give you...
Oh, you got a gift for me?
We sure do.
Oh,
You're our
bless you.
Special Wish ambassador, so we want to be sure that you have one of our Special Wish shirts too.
Thank you so much. I'll wear it proudly.
Well,
thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we can't let you leave without a box of Esther Price Fine Chocolates.
Ooh.
It's Dayton's best.
You bet.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. There's more to come on The William Pace Show. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
We're getting ready for this year's Happy Holiday Fund, and we're collecting donations. This is the 13th year for the William Pace Happy Holiday Fund. We purchase toys for needy children at Christmas time. So we are gearing up now. Dayton Band is one of our sponsors, and we're going to give away a beautiful acoustic guitar. For just $1, you could be the lucky winner of this beautiful acoustic guitar. So stop in at the Dayton Band at 8500 North Main Street and pick up a ticket for just $1 and make many children very happy this Christmas.
As you know, we started a new segment on the William Pace Show. It's our inspirational moment, sponsored tonight by Esther Price Fine Chocolates and Lines by Louise Flores. And it comes from, our inspirational moment comes tonight from Complete Treasures of Stories for Public Speakers. Daydreams. There is an old legend about a fisherman who lived on the banks of a river, walking home with his eyes half closed one evening after a hard day's toil. He was dreaming of what he would do if he became rich. Suddenly his feet struck against a leather pouch filled with what seemed to be small stones. Absent-mindedly, he picked up the pouch and began throwing the pebbles into the water. "When I am rich," he said to himself, "I'll have a large house," and he threw a stone. He threw another stone and thought, "I'll have servants and wine and rich food." This went on until only one stone was left. As the fisherman held it in his hand, a ray of light caught it and made it sparkle. He realized then that it was a valuable gem, that he had been throwing away real riches in his hand while he dreamed idly of unreal riches in the future. That's our inspirational moment. Gotta go. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.